Olá amigos, aqui é aquele cara trazendo pra vocês mais um vídeo de Street Fighter 6 aqui no beta fechado que a gente conseguiu acesso. Hoje vamos ficar jogando só com o Ryu, já vou botar aqui pra gente não perder tempo buscando partida ranqueada e casual e tudo que vier, tá bom, porque a gente tá, vocês estão vendo ali 1h45 da manhã, tá chegando bem perto do final desse beta, então vamos tentar fazer render, vamos ver se a gente consegue aproveitar para jogar bastante aqui nessas últimas horas. Foi infelizmente uma correria porque tava lá na Brasil Game Show e aí já voltei faltando pouco para acabar, então a gente fez aí um vídeo de primeira hora explorando o criador de personagem, dando uma olhada aqui no lobby, como é que ele funcionava esse hub e tudo mais. Aí depois a gente fez mais um vídeo jogando só com o Jamie e aprendendo um pouquinho sobre o sistema ranqueado. E inclusive uma coisa muito legal sobre esse sistema é o fato de que ele tem elos próprios para cada personagem. Então você, por exemplo, como aconteceu, agora mesmo ele deve achar uma partida pra gente. Maravilha. Vamos lá pra pancadaria.
We're in for something special right here, right now. Let us begin. Round one.
Esse casual, no caso, não vai fazer diferença, mas... Opa. Mas se a gente tivesse no ranqueado, o nosso rank com o Jamie não faria nenhum impacto no nosso rank com o Ryu. E aí isso é bom porque, sei lá, se você for muito bom com um boneco... Como é?
Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor.
Nossa, na verdade comecei mal. Essa é a primeira partida com o Ryu que eu tô fazendo aqui. E o cara de bronze tá... Umas 55 vitórias ali.
Blocks the low heavy. Just out of range for that throw. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out.
Ele gosta de agarrar depois de bloquear, né?
Drive boosted Hadouken. Blocks the low heavy and what'll happen here? Gets them with the
Ele
anti-air.
tem anti-aéreo, né?
They just said get that jump in out of here. What's the next move? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Checks with a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Knockdown and blocks it.
Cara, muito o cara do agarrão ali, né?
How they approach the situation will be interesting. Connects with the throw. Going in? Like he's willing to risk it for the overdrive. Uses the fireball to try and get a... There's the burnout. This could lead to KO.
Mandei ali. Esse Dragon Punch saiu sem querer, tá?
Brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Mas beleza, se ele aceitar a revanche, a gente vai mais um aí.
To the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Gets the jump in. The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Gets a chance with that jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Got their eye on the air. Gets the counter hit throw.
Nossa, tá difícil pegar um agarrão dele, né?
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge.
Eu não sabia até agora que ele parava no ar pra variar o timing. A gente tava até indo bem antes disso. Vamos ver se a gente consegue manter.
Big counter. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? To throw whips. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Anti-air drops them. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Oh, knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Keeps him out! Low heavy! Gets drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken!
Ah, um roundzinho já veio. Deu pra encaixar um pouco mais rápido com o Ryu.
Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Good decision with that throw.
Eu sabia que ele ia agarrar e eu achei que daria tempo de a gente fazer a mesma coisa, os dois.
Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Slices the gastrointestinal tract.
Ah, o daninho continua bom de acertar um.
Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. All the throw connects.
Consigo counterar o arremesso.
They're in range. Reads the jump in perfectly. Quick kick low heavy. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Blocks the low kick. Gets him with a Euro step. What are they gonna do? They're back into the flow heavy, but no go. What now?
Não!
Player 2 comes
Ah, cara, mas tá melhorando. Se a gente for mais uma, quem sabe? Ah, o cara topou, então vambora. Não posso dar o chute forte que ele Confira fazendo a mesma coisa.
Creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Checks with the projectile. Who's going to break the silence first? Uses a drive parry against the attack. What's the play here?
Drive parry? Tá, não sabia desse recurso até agora.
Brushes off the impact. The drive parry was successful. Parrying an attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Does a good job of pushing back. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Low heavy hit, mix up incoming. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Player 2 is named goes for the super art. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage.
Ah, fez pra amarrar Hadouken e encheu o saco dele, né?
This round may end via timeout. Will either fighter do anything before time's up? Jumps up, knockdown, and there's only 10 seconds left. This is the final push. The jump-in is denied. Oh, easy tech.
Ah,
Are they thinking of
fica numa sinuca ali.
They barely escaped that.
Ele é muito bom de counterar grab.
That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're still feeling each other out. Trying to lead each other here? Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Knockdown. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Does a good job of pushing back. Does a good job escaping the corner. Gets them with the anti-air. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked.
Ele vai pular de novo, tá vendo? Falei? Ah, errei o counter, mesmo assim. Parabéns também, que vi certo e errei.
Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Shows the medium kick, low heavy, but no go. Player 2, hold impact, squash. They can't squander this punish counter chance.
This is our destiny.
É isso, vai custar. Caraca. Esse é o Mortal Kombat ali, maluco.
Gotta do better than that. Can they close the front? There's a burnout. Back to the corner. What setup do they have? Player 1 can't the load. No.
Ah, eu achei que teria espaço pra encaixar ali.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Mas tá um... Talvez tenha cansado, né? Tudo bem. Vamos jogar com outras pessoas mesmo. Por mim é mais um. Mas foi um bom aprendizado com ele para aplicar com outros lutadores quando aparecerem aí. Deu pegar um pouco mais de confiança no geral. Até uma coisa que eu senti, porque tava no outro vídeo jogando com os controles modernos, e os modernos não são lá... Tira um pouco do ritmo, da precisão também. Eu acho que é bom pra... De repente você pegar um primeiro fio aí, começar... Olha o personagem que criou, virou praticamente o Colossus aqui do... Um Colosso super deformado, mas... Esse corpo prateado, brilhante ali, tava nessa linha mesmo, né? Agora... Tem que ser do controle tradicional mesmo. Olha o tamanho das crianças ali. A doideira... Demais. Será que a gente acha alguém conhecido por aqui? Eu sempre gosto de ler os nicks aí da galera. Vai que tem algum outro youtuber aí jogando... Youtuber ou jornalista ou qualquer coisa que seja, ou algum amigo aí, sei lá. X Cogumelo. Funciona Valdir. Vamos ver no outro andar ali. Pum Pum. Boa noite, Pum Pum. Já passou da hora de dormir ali, né? Quase 2 da matina. Chada Lucas, bom nome pra alguém que se chama Lucas e que gosta de Street Fighter. Piccolo, porque assim que você vai achar Jojo Fag em qualquer lugar, vai achar também fãs de Dragon Ball. Hermit Orange, será que é parente do Hermit Purple? Tá falando em Jojo? Deve ser. Quer dizer, o Rod não é meu amigo Rodrigo, que eu acho que ele não tá no beta. Aqui no outro andar. Love Smoke, Verdugo. Ryan Lane. Engraçado como tá mais demorado pra achar a partida comparado com quando a gente jogou mais cedo. Rimuru, Wutzeng. Quem foi o melhor nick até agora? Acho que foi o Chada Lucas, né? Acho não, tenho certeza que foi. A gente senta num fliperamazinho pra esperar, não vai fazer diferença, né? Agora que eu vi as mensagens lá embaixo também. Só que eu não... Acho que espanhol eu entendo até menos espanhol do que japonês. Me voy ao sobre eu tô raha. Não entendo, só me voy. E só isso mesmo. O cara jogou... Ah, o outro lá tudo bem, jogou 40 horas em 3 dias. Então é com esse tipo de gente que a gente tá competindo aí, né? Space Indigo John jogou com uma tal de Julie. Tem alguém sozinho no fliperama pra gente sentar junto ali? Ele quase achou alguém e tirou. Apareceu ali piscando um negócio de conexão e depois foi embora. Você vê que eu não sei se faz muito... Se ele de fato coloca lado a lado. Pessoal, esse aqui tem um fliperama. Ah não, eles estão lutando. Ah tá, pedir luta. Vamos lá. Aceita. Olha, será que esse aqui é o mesmo que a gente jogou agora há pouco? Não decorei o nick dele, mas pelo menos uma lutinha a gente consegue fazer. Não era o... Não.
This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Starts with a jumper. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Alright. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Tons of drive and help to work with. Knockdown. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff.
Caraca, já bebeu tudo ali, mano. Tá rápido na...
The drink level up to 4.
Maneira um pouquinho aí no álcool, né?
On the table. Got their eye on the air. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Heats it up with a combo.
Esse ataque da tinta aí. Não sei qual é o nome dele, mas ele passa tudo, né?
In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Yes!
Yeah.
Impact for the win. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their driving. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Is this super arc the start of something? Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Now, can they finish the job?
Ah, não acredito que não pegou o anti-air.
Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. A quick breather, looking for a chance. The throw is tech. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Knockdown and player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal connect?
Ah, ele fica no...
Both sides getting ready.
Tem que testar esse... Aquele counter azul lá.
Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. The low kick hits. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Jump, crowns him from above.
Come on. It's time to
Getsuga Saiho hits. We're about to see a freestyle frenzy with no retakes. Player, will this super art do anything?
Ah, tem dos dois lados, amigo.
The big flex. The broken jaw. Shin Shoryuken. What's wrong? Get up. Use their shot. Nothing stops this train.
Ah, counterei o counter, e aí?
Burns out. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. Player 1, now they can use drive. Connects with the throw. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation. Ooh, what a smart throw.
Caraca, como é que eu...
Player 1
Ah, agora...
very good spot. Free flow strikes. They're recovering. Amazing.
Nossa. Ok, boa virada, hein?
Player 1 really had to fight for that one.
Desafio superado. Desafio de ficar preso no counter. Ah, mas veio uma graninha, hein? A gente pode comprar umas roupas na lojinha.
Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Ooh, will they hit? Whiff? Or even charge in?
Não tinha. Tá, deu uma congelada bizarra ali.
Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Did well to get the buff in there. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. The jump in is denied. Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws out a projectile. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last
tem que acertar o timing
do
anti-aéreo.
to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. They surprise them open with a Shoryuken. Still slugging it out at this range.
Isso.
Gets carried to the corner. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Smart play with the throw. Blocks it.
Queria pressionar.
Super arts on deck for both fighters. How the approach digs in deep to get that drive.
Come on. It's time
Lands
to
the Getsuga Saiho. Going for that juicy damage. Player 1 flipping the script with that turnaround soup connects with the throw. What'll happen here? This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 can't use any drive boost. What a
Ah, tá, não conseguia. Tá com algum efeito lá.
was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Impact's a no-go. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. What are they thinking? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance.
Condicionar ele a parar de pular, né?
Strings it all together. Decent damage. What's next? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Trying to read each other here? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Somehow pushes back all the way to says hold your breath.
Ah, quem encontrou quem foi ele?
Alright, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still in there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Checks with a medium kick. Big counter. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Throws them. What's next? That throw will do some good damage. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. That's a big gap.
Eu prefiro que ele fique preso ali, é.
Relatively safe. Both fighters planning something? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. This can lead to some big damage. Brushes that off and keeps going. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Reads the jump in perfectly. Sets up with the jump in. And eats it.
Pô, achei que eu tava bloqueando aquilo ali.
Use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe.
Ah, vai perder agora. Mas foi tão pouco. Ah.
Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Reads their mind and texts the throw. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Taking stock. Goes for the throw. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Heats it up with a combo into super. Heading into the end game now, it brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player 1 chases them down.
Ah, boa.
They need to rely on their instincts here. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Almost no drive gate there. KO!
Ah, por pouco.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Checks with a medium kick. They break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. A quick breather. Throws a fireball. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge.
Ah, esse aqui pegou o ritmo, hein?
Oh, could be this. Burnout activates. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. KO.
Isso aí, hein? Demoramos pra ir bem,
Player
mas...
2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Blocks the low heavy. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Takes a trip. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes?
Vai tá mais nivelado
Player
tudo, hein?
2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Heading into the end game now. It ends with a projectile.
Todo mundo exausto na luta ali.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Parries the projectile. Throws out a projectile. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Time to sit on the lead. Knockdown, and you've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps in. Jumps up. Swagger step.
Ah, tá.
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Sets up with the jump in. Super hard on finds the target. Turns out. Okay, here we go. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 can't let this simmer. Oh my god, they just jumped it up. That risky jump in paid off.
Achando o ritmo, hein?
Gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Será que o cara vai até um
They're still
primeiro a
hungry.
5 vitória?
Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Gets the jump in. Gets the jump in. Big, low, reaching heavy. Picks up some damage with a long, reaching attack. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger.
Cadê o counter do counter? Isso, boa.
Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. All right, what's coming up next? Hits him for the stun. This might be over right here. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean on. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start. Pokes with a medium kick. Decides to meet them in the air. Snares them. Excellent jump in. Grabs and throws them away. What'll happen here? Drive boosted. Hello. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully.
Come on.
Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. A quick breather. This can lead to some big damage. Swagger step. A real test of perfect execution with the anti-air. Shows off a parry. Burnout activates. Sets up with the jump in. Wasn't looking up.
Mas não pegou.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
É, vamos ver se a pessoa vai querer chegar a 5. Acho que vai ser isso mesmo. Ou já tirou? Ah, tá bom. Foi bem legal a partida ali. Vai ter mais alguém disponível? Que acabou funcionando melhor sentar com gente vaga, tipo esse aqui. Não, quero pedir luta. tava vago ali, quem sabe esse camarada não topa também.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach?
Conectou nada ali também, né?
KO.
Bem fácil pro cara, né?
Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Shows a medium kick.
Nossa, Ryu joga direitinho, hein?
Burnout activates. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. The low heavy's blocked. Denies the jump in. Barely blocks the jump in. This is a turning. The low. Looking for a chance. So, what's next? Experiencing burnout. They return to center stage. They're using a fireball to force a reaction.
Nossa, fui pular, pulei tudo errado, tô atrasado.
Player one gained a hard-fought victory there.
O cara foi melhor em todos os sentidos possíveis e imagináveis.
Hits with the overhead. That was a solid anti-air. Drive reversal to break in. Wants the reset enough to burn some drive gauge. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? What are they thinking here? Player two with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Goes for the fireball. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Nice crossfire. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Overdrive Hadouken.
Ah, sabia que ele ia mandar o Hadouken e deu pra pegar.
First with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Their spacing is so perfect parry. How will they follow up? Perfect read with the
Deu
drive
parry e não fez nada ali.
Super arcs on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Fires off the Shiku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Fights out of the corner, experiencing burnout. It's a good spot to use the super.
O cara mostrou como é que se conecta direito, né?
Gonna kill. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Player one uses their drive gauge. Jumps up. Dashes up. Ooh, what a smart blow. That throw will do some good damage. Okay, here, this can lead to some big damage. They are in a real bad situation here. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Both sides getting ready. Looking for a hole. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Good parry. A real test of
Ah, não deveria ter feito isso, mas isso aqui sim. Testar se passava esse ataquezão por cima, né? O cara foi tão dominante na outra que agora a gente conseguiu aí voltar pra mais. Não vai querer revanche agora? Ficou bom, né? Isso aí.
Jumps in. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Definitely shuts out the jumper. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Pressuring them in the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. There's a corner switch. What's the play here? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 chases them down. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Takes a trip. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Neither fighter can land the deciding hit.
Eu tentei dar predict num Hadouken ali e errei.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Oh, whiffs the throw. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Both fighters planning something? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Good job escaping that dangerous corner. What'll happen here? Hit them with a stop and drop. Noticeable life lead is a comeback crowns them from above. Even the slightest hit may end a fireball at that range. Last round, people.
Parece interessante estrategicamente você tentar induzir o burnout agora, começando a pegar esse lance.
It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Clutch anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Both drops them hard. Ooh, you net the low. Amazing. Their spacing is so on point right now. Refuses their drive gauge. Player 2 knocks them out of the air. The overhead denied. Sets up with the jump in. Okay, there's a burnout. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Plenty of health, full gauges. Let's go. This can lead to some big damage. Carried to the court, reads the jump in perfectly. Who will set the bait at this range? Oh, they're betting it all on the drive run. Player 1 has a bid, now they can use drive. Pumps the brakes on the impact. They push their way out. There's a burnout.
me ferrei.
Fighters can do for you. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish.
Ah, mas a gente saiu do massacre pra boas lutas, hein?
Player 1 comes away with the win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Player 1 is on track to steal this back after that super. Gets them with the anti-air. Can Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Wow, shut down. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Throws them. What's
Eu tava tentando achar a distância pra arremessar.
Player 2 is in a tight spot right now, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. That's one huge life lead. KO.
Essa eu joguei mal
Player
mesmo.
1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Overdrive Hadouken. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Slips the grab. Reads the throw and shuts it down. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Medium kick. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Anti-air in the clutch. Okay, here we go. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Life lead is there, but still, and he tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. In attack range. That risky jump in.
É, você fica um pouquinho mais lento quando você tá naquele efeito.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. From up above. The grab misses. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Checks with the projectile. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Both sides looking for an opening. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Had the radar up and running. Holds out with the block. Goes for the drive rush there. Taking stock. Projectile to try and change the situation. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Time's the only thing moving here. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on.
Não dá pra mandar o Tatsu na cara e na coragem.
Experiencing burnout. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range. Burnout activates. They are one move away from the win. A critical situation for both fighters.
Nossa, esse finalzinho foi tenso, hein?
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Had the radar up and running. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Jump? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Blocks it. Breaks the block with a throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to... This is gonna hurt. Dashes up. Oh, here we go. Player brushes that off and keeps going. Closing moments of the match. Low heavy. Player 1 can't use any drive. There's a pressure projectile hit. Fantastic positioning on show.
É, você tem muita vantagem quando o outro fica nesse estado.
Showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Does a good job of pushing back. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Drive gauge finally recovers. Anything could happen here. Sticks the jump in. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Holds out with the block. So little life left. Okay, creating some space here. Time's the only thing moving here. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Leaning on the overdrive. So, burnout activates. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that.
Eu não sabia se dava pra conseguir alguma coisa
Player 1 hits up the always
capitalizando ali.
important first round.
Pelo
They'll
visto,
want to
não.
keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Pokes with a medium kick. Who's going to start things off? Gets the combo. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Checks with a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Changes things up with an overhand. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Good distance for a shot. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Big opportunity now in this corner. Going in. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. The low knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Looking for a chance. Can this drive bring them back? Looks to add more pressure by parrying the project. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Player 2 has depleted their drive lead, but they are still within range to win this forward throw. Laying the pressure on things. Wraps it up with a throw. This is the final round.
Valeu a pena o jogo mental que eu não tinha feito até agora isso de arremessar 2 vezes seguidas.
Opens with the fireball. This is it. Reads the throw in the stage. That last round could have gone either way. They can't get sloppy. Super clutch corner switch. Drops him hard. The low's blocked. Blocks the low kick. Plus out the OG. An excellent block. Player, this is gonna hurt. Can this drive bring them back? Player 2 is in burnout state, but very precarious. It turns out. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 can't let this simmer. This can lead to some big damage. Player goes to the air, reads the throw and escapes. Drops them. Just goes to cross them from above. A real, they're recovered. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Now they can use ground. Closes it out.
A gente vai empatar? Sério, ali? Acho que sim, né?
They are truly the best of the best.
3-3, vamos lá.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Jumps in. Can't take the throw. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Got their eye on the air. The low kick is blocked. The jump in is denied. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. All right, what's coming up next? Holds out with the block. Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Blocks the low heavy and good job blocking the jumper. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. Are we going to see both fighters use their drive moves here? They were not cleared for takeoff.
Isso aí. Bom planejamento agora.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close to that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Takes a drive rush to keep it going. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Player 1 chases them down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Risky up-close scrap still going. Excellent block! Both were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Jump? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Sticks out a kick. Overdrive Hadouken. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. A single hit will do it. Doing some quick planning. Goes for the fire. Oh, kisses the fireball. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Throws a fireball. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Reads the jump in perfectly. Escapes the corner. What are they gonna do? Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Gets it the perfect fireball. Noticeable life lead is a comeback.
Os dois pensaram
Even the slightest hit may end
quase a mesma coisa,
They
né?
can't afford any mistakes. Crowns them from above. Presses for a reaction with the fireball. Player 2, now they can use ground. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Oh, you're grounded. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.
Foi bom, foi bom. Vamos lá, vamos ver quem chega a
They're still
5.
hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Time to get down. Connects with the throw. Jumps in. Jumps. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs.
Ah, agora ele pegou total no ritmo ali.
Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight!
Overdrive Hadouken. Long low attack hits. Throws them to negate the block. Scrapping it out up close. Denies the jump in. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Manages to block the jump in attack. Barely blocks the jump in. The throw whiffs. Long range fireball to break the silence. The low knockdown. Here comes the mixer. Knockdown and noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? The next touch made engage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. No way.
Nossa, foi no limite do limite.
That was 100% planned. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned
Tá bom,
with.
e parabéns aí pra ele. Bem legal, bem legal. Mandava até pedido de amizade se tivesse no PlayStation ali, porque foram lutas justas e divertidas. Tem esse aqui também, The MKR. Cadê?
Here comes a new challenger.
Ver como é que a gente se sai contra Chun-Li.
Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
You need training.
Opts for the throw. Will the drive parry here open things up for him? Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. Player 1 has the life lead. What are they thinking here? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Goes for the fireball. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Denies the low heavy. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Holds out with the block.
Caraca, ele no burnout estava jogando melhor que a gente.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Let's offer projectiles to waste time. The low doesn't connect. Reaches out with a lightning kick. Player 1 will look to
Caraca, eu tava tentando acordar no... Ah, agora pegou, tá.
Is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 has an empty drive lead. This is a very precarious situation.
Ah, parou ali.
Looking for a chance. Hopes with a medium kick. Impact squash. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Connects with the throw. What's this Chiku gonna do? What were they thinking? The jump in, the low's block. Betting in call on the drive run. Player 1 with the rhythm. Flatlines.
Ó, virada no finalzinho ali.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Hits the drive. Who's going to steal this win? Overdrive lightning kick with the left. Oh, block twist.
Caraca.
Player 1, the low kick hits. Oh, they switch sides. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Oh my God, what a blow test. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Vintage. Dangerous range pumps the brakes on the impact. And whip, they're wide open. A single hit. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arch in this situation? Amazing. There's a burnout. Burns out. Doesn't touch the throw.
Foi um bom arremesso. Parabéns,
Both
velho.
of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. Grabs and throws them away. Goes for the drive rush there. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Player 2 may be just about done this round.
Ah, tem uns combinhos irados de Chun-Li ali que ele fez.
Misses the drive impact. Player 1 is maintaining KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Big low reaching heavy. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Drive rush to keep it going. Checks with a medium kick. Reads their mind and techs the throw. That's what you get when both sides go in on the throw. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink? Experiencing burnout. Player 1, there's an overdrive shorty. Close range projectile. They back go for damage and vital positioning. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Can they create an opportunity? This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that kick. Now they can use drive. Medium kick into. You've got to be mindful of.
Ah, lá embaixo. Putz, bloqueei errado, mas foi legal. Foi uma boa saideira aí, tanto para esse vídeo como pro beta como um todo. Então agradeço aí para quem assistiu, brigadão aí também para Capcom que cedeu aí o acesso ao beta fechado pra gente. E espero ver todo mundo aí nos próximos vídeos do canal. Valeu, galera, e aquele abraço.
We currently have a player on a winning streak.